Okay, morning everyone. I'm glad that we are here. I don't know. Okay, so should I go ahead outdoors and should I go ahead straight or?
Please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so you are all welcome. Today we are going to be looking at an overview of the new lower secondary curriculum. And I'm seeing a number of participants are joining and more will be joining us. So we are going to be spending like 1.5 hours in this session. So I'm going to get a time for us to have some brief to get to know who is, let me see here. Okay. Okay. Let me start by giving an introduction. My introduction, then I will be able to see how I'll get the learners, to get to know the learners who are on the call. So I'm called Rogers Mukalele. I am a mathematics and ICT teacher since 2009. I know some of the learners here, by then they were very young. So I've been teaching in secondary schools. Actually, I've taught in primary. I've taught in primary school. I've taught in secondary school since 2009. Currently, I'm lecturing with Makerere University, Jinja campus, where I teach the learners on diploma programs. I'm also the national coordinator for ICT teachers and a new curriculum master trainer. Master trainers are the teachers who were trained by the National Cultural Environment Center to train about the new curriculum, which was being rolled out. So I've been doing some workshops, and just like in this photo here, I've been doing trainings for teachers in different parts of the country since 2020 when the new curriculum was rolled out. Okay, so I'm glad to be part of this session and to share with you. Now, I wanted to do some poll here. I wanted to know, I know there are some learners. We have different learners. We have different kinds of learners in this call. We have those who had joined Senior 1 in 2020 before the lockdown started. And we have those who had not. Let me see whether I can enable it. Okay, maybe I will enable. I'll run this poll later. I'm seeing here. Okay, I'm seeing here. We shall do that. We shall do that. Maybe let me just ask. How many of the people on the call, if you are in Senior 1, you can put up your hand. How many of you had joined? How many of you had joined? How many of you had joined Senior 1 before the lockdown? That is, you were already in school before the lockdown. That is the first question I'm asking here. Okay, I'm seeing a number of hands. I'm seeing Queen. So you already attended some terms in Senior 1. Tony, Fausta, Joseph. Okay, you are all welcome. So you already attended some lessons and you were seeing how the schools, how the lessons were moving in your school. You will be able to share with us as we proceed what your experiences were. Okay, so maybe I'm going to get a few. So The rest of the learners, either they are teachers or they just finished P7 and they have not yet joined Senior 1. Okay, I'm going to, maybe before I proceed, let me ask one. Pamela, able to unmute? Pamela, it is Tony. Tony, able to unmute? Okay, I wanted to give one chance to one of you. I ask you one question. There is Queen. Okay. Okay. Queen. Queen, then there is Tony, then there's Pamela. You can unmute. I want to ask you a question here, okay? Jimmy. Jimmy, are you hearing me? Jimmy Bali?
Yes.
Okay, are you in Senior 1?
No, I just finished P7.
You just finished P7?
Yes.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yes. I wanted to get someone. Okay, let us first proceed. Just finish P7. I'm going to be asking you another activity. Okay, for you who has just finished P7, Jimmy, please, you just remain your hand up. Let me ask you another question here.
Okay.
Are you seeing the question? Can you read for me that question?
Give us answers to pass PL. Oh, in P7, what was the main focus of your teachers? Is that the one?
So there are two options there.
Yes, giving us answers.
As you were planning to do PLE, what was the teacher's pain? Was it mainly to give you lifelong skills or to just make sure that you pass with the good aggregates?
Giving us lifelong skills.
Giving you lifelong skills, like which skills?
They did both.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Jimmy, what was your primary school?
It was Apollo Kagame.
Okay. Yeah, I think your school is one in a million. There are most of the primary schools I see the P7 children waking up. At what time did you used to wake up when you are in P7?
We woke up at 4:30.
In the morning?
Yes.
And the lessons would go up to what time?
By that time, I could reach at school at 5:15. Then at 5:30, we start learning for our first.
I want to also ask one more person. Pamela, are you able to unmute? Pamela? Pamela, yes, Pamela, I want to hear from you. How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, you are fine. Have you ever stepped in a Senior 1 class, or you are just going to be going into that?
I've ever stepped.
You have ever stepped. What did you see are the main differences, how your lessons were being conducted different from those of Senior 2? How was your class different?
In groups. We sit in groups of 10 or 8, where the teacher gives us work to do. After doing the work, we present it to the whole class.
So you used to sit in groups and then after that you present work, eh?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so so I've managed to get the two categories of learners in this. That was what I wanted to get from this particular call. I was not being able to run it here, but I've managed to get the feedback from you. Now, we are in a VUCA world. When I say we are in a VUCA world, the world changes. In the new curriculum, there is something known as vuca. You are going to be seeing it. I want to ask Chantal. Chantal, are you able to unmute? So we are in a VUCA world.
Yes.
Are you able to unmute, Chantal? How are you, Chantal? Are you fine? Okay, Chantal is not able to speak. So in case you want to speak to me, please, you can find a way you can put up your hand. I'll ask you a question. In the new curriculum, we don't just come to give you work. We discuss with you and we help you to understand.
I'm fine.
You are fine, yeah?
Yes.
So, have you ever met these words in your vocabulary? There is the first one, volatility. Volatility. It is volatility. I want, if you can be able to explain to me any of these words. I have volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. These are English words. One of the things I used to see senior ones having, it was a dictionary. If you don't have a dictionary, you need to buy one. I was seeing senior ones with the dictionaries. So, volatility, uncertainty, complexity, ambiguity. These are words I want us to understand them. We add them to our dictionary. So, we are in a VUCA world. What is volatility? We're in a VUCA world. What is volatility? Okay. So, Levin?
Volatility is to change rapidly and unpredictably.
To change rapidly and unpredictably. Okay, thank you very much. Joseph? Joseph, you have put down your hand. Uncertainty, what is uncertainty? So as you come to learn in the new curriculum, we want you to discover. The teacher will not just be coming to give you things. You will be asking you. Just like one of our friend was telling us earlier that they used to sit in groups and then they would present. There are some new changes that you are going to be seeing, different from you, senior ones, from other classes. I want someone to tell me uncertainty. Uncertainty, have you ever met that word in the dictionary? Levin?
Uncertainty is the state of being uncertain.
Now you cannot use a word to describe a word. You have used the word uncertain when you are describing uncertainty. So you should be able to find a better way of explaining it. Okay. Uncertainty. Can you try again?
Uncertainty is the state of being unsure.
Unsure. So we are in a VUCA world. The world changes. We are not sure of what is going to happen. We don't know our tomorrow. We don't know what is happening the next moment. Time changes. Okay, we are in a VUCA world. Complexity, that's another terminology for us today. These are words we are learning. Who can tell us another, the meaning of the word complexity? Okay, complexity and then ambiguity. So in this illustration, you can see I've given you what you call stimulus material. And I want you to discover. And I've also given you a reference. The reference I'm giving you is a dictionary. And I'm telling you to give me answers. That is a very common model in the new curriculum. Teachers are going to be giving you material. They can give you a dictionary. They can give you internet. They can tell you to go to the library. They can tell you to go and ask your mother and father at home if you're a day scholar. They can ask you to ask from your peers. And discover and present. So we are having complexity and ambiguity. And then we proceed very fast. Okay. Okay, I'm seeing Isaac and Marion. Even if you have given us an answer before, you can still go ahead and try to give us more here. Please, if you've joined when you don't want to speak, in the new curriculum, we speak. We speak. So we are going to be asking you to speak. Chantal? Okay, I have one hand here. Levin again.
Yes.
Complexity, what does it mean? Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Complexity is when something is hard to understand or complicated.
It's difficult to understand. That is good. Which school are you? Which school were you in? I want to give you some flowers.
I was from Luero Girls Primary School.
Hey, Luero Girls Primary School.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to give you some flowers. Thank you very much. I'm going to go to my reactions here. I don't know if you can look at my name. I've given you some flowers. Thank you very much. So your school taught you vocabulary, complexity, something difficult to understand. Okay, then finally, ambiguity. Ambiguity. When something is ambiguous, something is ambiguous. Okay, so the word we are in is vuca. Pamela?
Yes.
You go ahead and tell us, what does ambiguity mean? What does ambiguity mean? Yes?
Meeting in progress.
Okay. Okay, so ambiguity. Pamela, it's your turn. Go ahead and we finish this. Okay,
The quality of being open. The quality of being open to more than one interpretation.
Open to more than one interpretation. So, where have you got that definition? You searched on it on the internet?
Yes.
It is not a crime in the new curriculum to research. This is one of the skills that we build in the new curriculum. We want you to be able to research. So it is not a crime. It's not that you have copied. No, you are smart. And I'm clapping for you. You are a smart girl. Thank you very much. So this is the world we are in. Now, there are sometimes some of our friends who don't want to change. They fear change. The world is changing, but they don't want to change. So if you don't want to change, change will change you. So I'm seeing these people. I'm having a news story here from UBC. I'm going to play it, and then we see. We have some of our MPs. They were fearing the VUCA world. They were saying, this world is VUCA. We shall not manage the new curriculum. Maybe for them, they were not knowing that we have to move with change. So I want you to listen to this news story. And then we are going to come back and you also tell me what are other myths you have heard about the new curriculum? What are other things you have heard about the new curriculum? What are the changes you have heard about the new curriculum? So let us listen to this news and then we continue.
We ask the same ministry to come and give us accountability about city schools.
Madam Lucilla.
Yes, Mr. Rogers.
I've not reported anything.
Are you hearing my sound?
Not yet.
To come and give us accountability about city schools.
Yes, we can hear you.
Now they are postponing, saying Thursday. Thursday will come and they will give us another day. We have no explanations, Madam Speaker.
It looked like question time from all corners of Uganda's parliament. Legislators want an explanation over an unsubstantiated rollout of the lower secondary school curriculum.
Now she's saying that she is now responding to a letter from the clerk, yet the decision was made here in the House, in your presence. And in any case, you are supposed to be here under our rules. Attending Parliament is not optional. What is the fate of teachers whose subjects are being phased out? Simple question.
Answers to some of these queries are what legislators had expected, as directed last week by the Speaker of Parliament. However, this is what came forth.
I believe this August House would like to get comprehensive and detailed responses. So, Madam Speaker, I request this August House to bear with us. On Thursday, we are going to give you all the responses that you raised on the 4th.
Apparently, State Minister for Primary Education, Rosemary Seninde, requested that explanations will be presented on Thursday. But the MPs rejected this proposal, although it was accepted by the Speaker.
You may want to raise more supplementary questions, which we shall be ready to raise on Thursday. Please bear with us. Madam Speaker, I beg.
Whether the clerk wrote or not, we had already taken a decision here. I think they're just communicating to you that remind yourself to come. So we still expect answers to the questions raised.
This new lower secondary school curriculum seems to cause more alarms and whispers. Why even is this curriculum so much needed at this particular time? How even prepared are the implementers, the teachers? Members of Parliament want explanation on Thursday, but educationists also provide some justification.
What we are doing today, we agreed long back in 1968 with a program which was called Namtamba Pilot Project, which became Namtamba Project. 4 goals: vocationalization of education, integrating education into national development, making education relevant, building a holistic learner.
On Monday 17th February 2020, students joining Senior 1 at lower secondary school level reported for first term. These are the pioneers of the new lower secondary school curriculum, whose implementation is contested. Henry Okurut, UBC.
Okay, thank you very much. I hope you were hearing. Okay. So I'm having activity 2.
We ask the same minute.
I'm having activity 2. I wanted this to be a breakaway session. I think we can have it we can have 2 groups or 3 groups, because I don't know very well. Some of my children here didn't want to speak. Maybe in the groups they can speak. What have you heard about the new changes in the new curriculum? Have you heard those MPs who were fearing? Why were they fearing? What had they heard? The new curriculum has been in the news. it was supposed to start many years ago, like one of the members in the video said, they discussed these things since the 1980s. Indeed, many countries have changed their curriculums, like Zimbabwe and others. If you go abroad, you see they use this new approach. But for us, we are using the curriculum which were given to us by our colonialists, which was designed many years ago. What are the new changes? What are the things you have had which are different as far as the new curriculum is concerned? Now, if you have heard something, I want you to put up your hand. I want you to put up your hand if you have heard something about the new curriculum. I want you to first put up your hand. On Zoom, if you want to put up your hand, you go where there is participants, and then you can raise your hand. Okay. Okay, maybe what we do, I'm going to ask teacher, teacher Drusilla, you are going to help me. We are going to have two groups only 2 groups will be enough. So teacher Drusilla, you'll be in one group and I'll be in another. But I had wanted these learners, if they had put up their hands, I would select them themselves, but they are fearing to put up their hands. Okay. Okay, Babirie, thank you, and then Waninda Joel, thank you. Okay, so we have got our class monitors for today, Babirie Marion and Waninda Joel. I'm giving you the privilege of becoming a co-host. Can you imagine? You are very privileged. Just like in the class, if you get a class monitor becomes, starts getting rights. So I'm going to ask those members, we are going to go into a breakaway session. In case you reach there when the group leader is not talking, you should assume leadership skills. One of the things in the new curriculum that we want is to teach you how to be a leader, how to speak, and how to present. I'm going to open 2 rooms. So what you do, you select a room, and when you are in there, you will be able to discuss this, and then we are going to come back and you tell me. Okay, so Babirie, you are going to be in Babirie, you are going to be in group 1. Babirie, you are going to be in group 1. Then Waninda, you are going to be in group 2. You are our class monitors for today. You are our class monitors for today, Babirie and Waninda. Okay. So hello, Mr. Dumba. You helped me mobilize these learners in this group to give us what have they heard about the new curriculum, what are the new changes they have had, and then we are going to go back to the other side to discuss. So they are going to list them down. Yeah, they just list them down, and one of them will share.
It were used for teachers to help us on boards, and now we do our own research. Okay, thank you, Jan. Can you hear me? Yes. Joel? Yes. In curriculum, we don't give notes, which is different from the old one where we used to give notes. Anybody else? Have you had my point, Joel? Yes. Okay. Okay. Tony, Vanessa, Kevin, please say something. Chantal. Okay, this new curriculum give projects to the learners. Or give what? Project the learners. Or give audience to the learners. Project. Project. Okay, thank you. Jonathan, do you have an idea? Kevin, should we just session the 87? They have no idea. We just finished with 7. Members, let us participate. Please say something. Curriculum, members of participate. They want us to be confident in what we are doing and to be good leaders tomorrow.
Yes, anyone else? Levin, Marina Levin, have you heard anything about this curriculum?
Yes, there is that the old curriculum could not give the learners this knowledge, but this curriculum will help us have enough skills to help us in our daily life.
Enough skills to help us in our daily life. Okay, if I may ask, who of you here has attended NS1 class? Anyone here who has attended NS1 class? Shandi? Have you attended NS1 class? Yes. At what time did you start lesson? What time did you get lessons?
Excuse me, please. Excuse me, teacher.
Yes.
Is this a lesson or what?
Okay, we are in a breakaway session. Are you seeing something on your screen? Hello?
Anyone else who has attended
Okay, we are ending in 1 minute.
this one class? Yes, please. Welcome to our group.
We are not listening properly.
You are not hearing well. Hello.
Yes, but it is not clear.
Are you hearing me well or are teacher
Yes, we are hearing very well.
Okay then. So at what time did you end lesson? Hello? Okay, Shadik says they end their lessons at 4 p.m. Then someone with a phone with the M671. So after attending this one, okay, from what you heard about the new curriculum, is it good or bad?
We end them at 3 p.m.
You end them at 3. Okay. Marina.
Yes, you say that. That's why
We are having a problem, I think, with our network, most of us. Okay, I'll ask one at a time. Chiumulo, Anna Chiumulo Damba. Do you think the new curriculum is good for us?
Mr. Dumba,
Yes, please.
we are ending in 1 minute.
Okay. Just one question. Casey. Casey.
in progress.
So I think it is good for us.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, all of you, for the discussions. I hope everyone is back. I hope everyone is back. Okay, thank you very much. So we have been discussing about what you have heard about from the new curriculum, and we had group 1, we had Bavidie, we had and then we had Waninda in group 2. I want to ask the group leaders to briefly tell us what your friends raised as points. It's now time for group presentation. Should I start with Joel?
Yes. Okay. This is Waninda.
Yes. You go ahead and tell us what are some of the new changes that your friends have been discussing, what your friends have come up with.
Okay, here are the reasons we come up with. The new curriculum promotes group work, and we do research with this new curriculum, and the teachers don't give notes, but we have to make notes on our own. And the teachers give us projects to do, and it is more practical than theoretical. Then they give us activities of integration, and these activities of integration, the results are kept and forwarded to UNEB, and these activities of integration contribute 20%, while the UCE exams, they contribute 80%. And the teachers grade using basic, moderate.
Can you tell us about what we learned? Some of us have come really late because we had no data. We are new in this program. So please, can you tell us?
Attention. There will be time for questions. You can also put up your hand. If you are new, please first pay attention. Then you'll be able to see what is going on. Okay. Joel.
Yes.
You speak louder. I think one of your friends there was not even hearing you very well. So I have group. This was group 1.
Group 2.
Group 2, eh?
Yes.
Okay, what are the points that you raised?
The new curriculum promotes group work. We do research. We do research. We don't give notes. We do projects.
Projects?
More practical than theory.
More practical. Okay, thank you. Let me also hear from, was it Vavidie? Group 1? Yes, go ahead.
What I have seen what I've seen on this new curriculum, here they ask us a lot of questions. Another point. The teachers, they don't help us. They tell us to search about
another point.
In this new curriculum, children, they have learned to be confident. They have learned to make their own business.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So let us proceed. Let us proceed now. So these are some of the points that you have raised about the new curriculum, and we are going to be seeing more. Now, I have here 2 diagrams. I have 2 diagrams. I have key changes in new curriculum, a move from knowledge-based curriculum to a competence and skill-based curriculum. So we are having the previous curriculum was knowledge-based. Was knowledge-based. So basically, the teacher was the fountain of knowledge. The teacher knew everything. So the teacher comes, teaches you about Kintu and Nambi, and teaches you about how they wave. This is the teacher who knows the story. For you, the child, you don't know anything. You just listen to the teacher. So the teacher was the all-knowing. So the learners, you just receive the knowledge, and after that they ask you, who was Gipiri and Labong? So they ask you questions in the test, in the exam, at the end of the term. So this was the old curriculum. Now in the new curriculum, we are having an activity. Just like we have seen in this Zoom lesson, I started with an activity, a poll. Then we went for a breakaway. It's another activity. In the new curriculum, it is activity-based. Whereas the other side, it was knowledge-based. Here, you are given stimulus material. Stimulus material are the videos, like I played for you a news story. Which TV was it? You can remember the TV? You can remember the TV? Yeah, I want to just find out whether you are hearing me. Which TV was it?
It was UBC TV.
So the teachers will be giving you a lot of stimulus material. They'll be playing for you videos. They'll be giving you novels, books, dictionary. We have, then we want to hear from your experiences. The way we are hearing, I asked those of you who had ever been in school, and you told me you were using group worker, group activities. And also asked those who were in P7, they told me they were waking up at 4 a.m. So that is learner's experience. Learner's experience. That was the learner's experience that we were hearing from. Problem solving. One of you has said that the teachers ask many questions. These are probing questions. We ask you questions so that you can learn how to solve. Because the world is vuca, you should be able to solve problems. You should be able to answer. Investigation, exploration, experiments, field work shall send you to the agriculture school nursery garden, and you go and you do work. You go out of the school. Now, after you have done all those experiments and activities, you will come and discuss with the teacher. The teacher is not now above you. The teacher also wants to learn what you have learned in the field. The teacher is interested to know what you know. You also know something. I remember Joel was pleading with his friends in group 1. Please, members, contribute. So it is no longer the teacher telling learners to contribute. It is Joel, a fellow learner, telling fellow learners to contribute. Then they come here, they share with the teacher. All the points you gave me, I noted them. Even someone telling me that teachers don't hear them, I wrote it there. Because these ones were your points. So these ones were your points. So I put all your points there. I also learn from you. So you will interact, and there's what you call formative assessment. So in the new curriculum, we use more of formative assessment which happens during the learning, whereas summative assessment is assessment which happens after the learning. So summative assessment are the exams which you do at the end of the term, at the end of the whatever. But even in the new curriculum, we shall do some summative, but it will be at the end of every chapter. But it is also not again, you can again do more assessment after that. So we have formative and summative. Have you ever heard that there will be no more exams at the end of the term? Babidi Marion, I don't know if you can unmute and ask you a question. If you hear, Babidi.
Yes.
Is it good that you are not going to do exams again in senior 1?
It's not good.
You were used to your exams. You wake up at 5 to read and you do the exam and you get 80. This time the exam will not be at the end of the term. The exam is going to be, every lesson is an exam because the teacher will be assessing, you'll be looking at how you are performing. So that is those are the main changes in the new curriculum. We are moving from a knowledge-based curriculum to a competence and skill-based curriculum. We are no longer wanting to see you getting 90% in mathematics, but we want to see what project can you be able to do with your knowledge of mathematics. Which product? The new curriculum, these are the subjects that you are going to be learning. We have the compulsory subjects. The compulsory subjects. Can you read for me the compulsory subjects?
English, math, history, agriculture, biology, chemistry, PE, religious education, entrepreneurship,
now here there is no agriculture. Agriculture is not compulsory. We have English, math, history, and political education, geography, then physics, biology, chemistry, then physical education, religious education, entrepreneurship, and Kiswahili. These are the compulsory subjects. So please, Kiswahili is compulsory. Anyone here who knows how to greet in Swahili?
Me.
How do you greet in Swahili?
Shikamo mwalimu.
And how do I reply? For me, I knew habari mzuri. Okay, so those are the compulsory subjects. Now, agriculture is optional. Agriculture, ICT. Now, here we have physics, biology, chemistry. These three, there are some learners who are special needs. They will be doing general science instead of doing physics, biology, and chemistry. Then we are having the foreign languages. We have so you choose, your school will choose a language like French or German or Arabic or Chinese. Then local languages like Luganda, Lusoga, Dopadola, all those, all those languages will be there. Then literature, we have what called literature in English, then we have what called art and design. We have what called art and design. Let me just share this correctly that you can see, as I see our time has also gone. Yesterday, in the first day, there were some learners who were asking, shall we do acting? Shall we do singing? I remember there are some learners who were asking on the day of orientation. So we are going to have drawing and designing. We shall be have acting. We shall be having acting and singing. It is underperforming arts. Technology and design. Shall be drawing house plans and other technical drawings. Nutrition and food technology shall be learning how to prepare food and cakes. So there are some of these subjects which make you, after O level, to be able to do something. Right now in the current curriculum, once you finish P7, which job can you apply for? Nothing. You just have a lot of knowledge. You have got 4 aggregates, but you cannot get any job. But after O level, you will be able to get a job in several areas here. So those are the subjects in senior 1. And then this side in senior 3 and senior 4, the compulsories will reduce, and then others will become We shall have the pre-vocational subjects, entrepreneurship and design, agriculture, nutrition and food technology, physical education and ICT. And then these other ones here will be, these ones here you'll be assessed, you'll be given a certificate, which you can use to get a job after senior 4 or to do your own work. Okay, so the timetable will be like this. This is how the timetable will look like. The timetable will look like this. This will be a sample timetable when you go back to school. Now, whereas you were studying up to 5 or 6 in P7, here you are going to be studying up to 255 years through. Then there is some time which has been given for you to do what we call, there's some time which has been given here for you to do what you call, to go to the library, to do projects, to do clubs, to do debates, to do games from 255 onwards. So you don't just have to be learning, cramming, you know, you also have to do these things. So you have to do those things. Then other things will be there on the timetable. And you have the compulsory subjects, the elective, and then other subjects there. Okay, now because of time, we are going to have this as our last activity, and I'm going to be using this one to finalize, and as I look at what you call assessment, and I'm also going to show you what you call the books that you are going to be using. Learner's book, teachers, there is a learner's book, the syllabus. I'll just show you briefly about them because of time. But I have an activity here. In the new curriculum, we use activity-based. I want you to look for a pen and a pencil. Then you turn on your camera and you draw. Turn on your camera. I want to see when you are drawing. So as you are drawing, you turn on your camera and you point it towards the book so that I see what you are drawing. I'm going to enable you to start video. So I'm going to demonstrate. Let me get my pen and I start drawing. This is activity 3. Turn on your camera as you draw a ball for the sport of your choice. I have a reason why I want you to turn on your camera. In the new curriculum, we have what we call triangulation, and one of the things which are there is observation. The teacher should see the learners do an activity in class, and I want to see the competence that you have about a ball. So I want you please to do this activity. Because of time, we shall be using this as we wrap up with our session, as I'll be giving you more about the new curriculum. Look for a paper or a pen and draw a ball for any sport of your choice. Okay, so I'm going to turn on here my gallery view. I will want to see, and I'm very happy that you are drawing. I'm very happy that you are drawing. I'm very happy that you are drawing. Please turn on your camera. Turn on your camera and draw. Turn on your camera and draw. I'm giving you 2 minutes.
So for me, I have not understood what you are telling us.
which I've not understood.
Are you seeing what your friends are doing? In the new curriculum, you are not supposed to understand from the teacher only. You are supposed to learn from your friends as well. So when you're in class, don't just look at the teacher. Scroll through and see your friends who are drawing. So, I'm also going to draw here on my book. So what we are doing is we are drawing. And I'm going to be seeing some of you who are drawing your work. Please draw as we see. Those of you are saying you have not understood, that is a primary 7 mentality. Look at your friends. What are they doing? Can you learn from your friend? You are not supposed to learn from the teacher only. The teacher is not the fountain of knowledge. You are supposed to learn from your environment. You are supposed to learn from your friends. So I'm seeing some good learners here. Let me just spotlight some of you. I'm now observing. I'm seeing Chantal. I can see Chantal is drawing. Thank you very much, Chantal. Hey, Chantal, thank you very much for drawing. I can see Vanessa. Vanessa, which sport? Vanessa, which sport are you drawing? That ball is for which sport?
This one is for basketball.
It's for basketball.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Vanessa. I can see William. William, which sport are you drawing? The ball is for netball. William, kudos. Kudos, William. I can see Marion Babirie. Marion, which sport are you drawing?
Football.
Football.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. I can see Lucilla also drawing. Which sport is that?
It's for basketball.
Basketball?
Yes, teacher.
Thank you. Okay, so Waninda Joel. Good. Which sport is that? Waninda Joel, that ball is for which sport?
It is for football.
Thank you very much, Waninda. Okay, so in the new curriculum, the teacher is not supposed to draw for you all the balls. You have also been watching football games. Why is it that the teacher who knows everything about the ball? You know, in the new curriculum, you know a lot of knowledge. The teacher is also going to learn from you. The teacher is going to learn from you. The teacher is no longer the know-it-all. The teacher is your friend. The teacher is your colleague, is a team member in the class. You learn from the teacher learns from you. The teacher is just there to facilitate and guide. But the knowledge is out there. The knowledge is online, the knowledge is in your friends, the knowledge is in the library, the knowledge is on the internet, the knowledge is in the books, the knowledge is everywhere. The teacher is a facilitator, your friend. Is that clear? Now, we have what we call assessment in the new curriculum. Because of time, We shall look at these ones maybe another time. There are more concepts here which I was going to illustrate here, but because of time, we shall look at them more. How will the teacher mark? Because we said the teacher is not going to give you an exam at the end of the term. But how will he mark, and how will the report, the parents get the results? So there is something known as assessment for learning, assessment as learning, and assessment of learning. These concepts here, these ones are for the teachers. The teachers need to know how they will assess you. Before the lesson, the teacher can assess you to see what you know. That is assessment for learning. That's why before I told you the new changes, I asked you what you know about the new curriculum. So assessment 4 is like to test to see what does the learner know about this before I teach. So the teacher will just build on what you know. Assessment as learning is during the lesson. A teacher can be able to see what, as you are doing the ball, the teacher can say, this one is good, this one has put a good heading, this one has not put a heading. So a teacher can be able to see what you are doing. So when I was asking you which sport, I was assessing you as we are learning. Which sport, netball, you are telling me. So I'm assessing you. There's someone who said many questions. That is assessment as learning is taking place. Then there is assessment of. So I'm going to ask you, after today's session, you are going to submit that ball in our Google Classroom. You can complete on it, so it will be a product which I can mark. At the end of the topic, teachers are going to be giving you what you call activity of integration. Activity of integration is under assessment of learning. After we have finished learning the entire topic, the teacher will bring what you call activity of integration. That is, we are assessing what you have learned, assessment of the learning which has taken place. So we are going to be having assessment for learning, which can be before, as learning is taking place, and or after the learning has ended. But even after the or, if we see that you have failed, we go back and we do assessment. We use this of as for, and we again go back until when you learn. There is what we call triangulation. It's just another form of assessment. In this one, there is what we call observation. So triangulation has 3 pillars. Observation, there is what we call observation. There is product. There is the concepts of triangulation. Okay. Let me pass the stop here. Okay, so we have what you call a triangulation. We have observation, conversation, and product. Those are the 3 under that particular triangulation. So we observe what you are doing as you are doing the ball. Let me just bring this and I show you. Let me just bring this in quickly as we shall be wrapping up. Remember our time was wasted a bit when we were beginning. Okay. Okay, so okay. Yeah, so we are going to be wrapping up now. We are going to be wrapping up with our lesson today. We are looking at our. Yes. So right here on my right, I have what you call triangulation, conversation, observation, product, as the student learning takes place. That is what called triangulation. As I tell you to draw a ball, I converse with you. Hey, which ball is this? Hey, this is good. Here you have not put a title. Make sure you draw shape. Hey, a volleyball is not that shape. A volleyball is oval. we conversation between you and your friends. Actually, this assessment as learning takes place also between the friends. It's not supposed to be the teacher to assess as learning. You can assess from, like there are some friends of yours who are asking me, teacher, for us, we have not understood. I told you, you not have to learn from me only. Look at your friends. That is assessment as learning, peer-to-peer assessment. You look at what your friends are drawing and you draw something better. Then we have what we call criterion reference assessment. It's also another terminology which we shall be looking at. We have a particular criteria which we use when we are doing the assessment. We have what we call activity of integration, which is supposed to be at the end of the chapter to summarize each and everything that you have learned and integrate it together. And then we have what we call assessment for the world of work. This is going to be done by the DIT, Director of Industrial Training. They are going to come and assess you to see if you are a good performing artist, and they give you a certificate. If you are good in ICT, they will give you a certificate at senior 3. If you are very good in food and nutrition, certificate which you can use to go and get a job in a hotel, or you can start your own bakery shop. They will give you a certificate in the vocational world of work. So the senior 4 certificate will no longer be useless. After senior 4, you can even start making money. So assessment is going to be in different forms in the new curriculum. Now, who can tell me, I see this picture, is this assessment fair? Let me get someone here to read tell me what is happening. Who has not spoken? We are going to be wrapping up. Who has not spoken? I want to ask Amon, Muganga Amon. Yes, teacher. Yes, teacher. Are you there, Muganga Amon?
Yes, please.
Okay, read for me this exam. They are giving these people an exam. Read for me the heading here. What is it saying? What is the exam saying?
Assessment in the new curriculum.
Read what is this man saying?
Everybody has exam. Please climb that tree.
Now this was old curriculum. Who are the people they are giving this? Can you identify the people they are giving this exam? The first one here is
monkey.
The next one,
a bat.
What about the next?
Elephant.
What about this one?
Fish.
Hey, so you see, is this assessment fair? Whom do you think is going to get 90%?
The monkey.
So this kind of assessment no longer works in the new curriculum. In the new curriculum, we shall be assessing you based on the assessment is not to look at who is number 1 in the class. You might find that in the class, the learner who is number 1 gets D1 in mathematics, but is not good in singing. So the report card is going to show the learner has 8 aggregates, but cannot even make a performing act, cannot even draw art. So in the new curriculum, we shall be looking at your needs. That's why even here at senior.org, they are saying you do more than just academics. You do even the world of work and make sure that you understand what you're supposed to do. So that is an overview about the assessment. Now, we have what's called the curriculum documents. There are some documents that you will need. When you are in primary, you were using textbooks.
Yes.
But here in the new curriculum, there are some new textbooks that are going to be created. And these textbooks are going to be created, being made by NCDC. They are not only, they are not pamphlets. I remember when you people were, when you were in your P7, you were basically looking at using pamphlets. Pamphlets are the ones you were using. Okay. Yeah, I had spotlighted someone and I had not removed the spotlight. So we were using the pamphlets to cram SST. But in the new curriculum, we are not going to be using pamphlets. There are some new materials that have been given that you are going to be using, to learn. So let me just show you just something small here as we wrap up. So on the website of senior1.org, when you go there, you'll be able to see we have been sharing some materials there, but also they are also on the website of NCDC. But there are some new books also which are going to be released by NCDC. These ones here are prototypes. These ones here, they are on the senior1.org website. These ones were prototypes. They are books of different subjects. These ones were released last year, but newer versions, updated ones have also been created, and NCDC is going to be supplying them to your schools. So these are the different curriculum documents that you are going to be using. You are going to be using a number of curriculum documents. One of them is what you call the framework, the new curriculum framework. This one here is being shared with the head teachers. It is implementation guidelines. So it is going to be there. It has everything about the curriculum, including the timetable and everything. Then it is going to be what you call the syllabus. The syllabus is used by teachers, and the syllabus has some important things in the syllabus. So we have everything about, there is some section here which is common in all the books. It is there about the new curriculum. They are what you call pillars of the new curriculum. They are in here where there is new curriculum. One of the pillars is what you call the key learning outcomes. That is one. That is a pillar of the new curriculum, where they want to get self-assured learners, responsible and patriotic citizens, lifelong learners, and also positive contributors to society. We want you to, by the time you finish, when you can contribute well to society. Then we have values. As they are teaching you, you also have to learn some values. So these things are highlighted in the curriculum. Values, that's the second pillar of the new curriculum. You have to make sure that there is peace and harmony between, there is patriotism in you, self-control, respect for human rights, positive attitudes towards work. So you should be able to know how to do good work. Then there's what called generic skills. That is the third pillar of the new curriculum. So you have to learn some skills: critical thinking, creativity and innovation, communication. You need to be able to present, cooperation and learning, and ICT skills. So in this program of senior.org, the organizers have said they will also be teaching you some ICT skills. That is one of the generic skills of the new curriculum. Then the other pillar is what we call the cross-cutting issues. When you are doing something, you should mind about others, the environment. For example, we cannot tell you to go outside and you cut trees to do something, maybe to do a project or to make a ball using leaves. You are destroying the environment. Health awareness, diversity and inclusion. So all these ones here, those are the cross-cutting issues. So those things have been highlighted in the syllabus book. In the syllabus book, you'll also find what you call the rationale, why you need to study that subject, biology, why you need to study it. You'll say what you call a program planner, which is the list of the topics, organized in themes and topics. They will be there. And then the detailed syllabus. The detailed syllabus shows what you're supposed to learn. And in this detailed syllabus, you are going to see something known as cursive. Cursive. You'll be seeing these things here, where there is a K. K means knowledge. U means understanding. S means skills. This means values, and then A means attitudes. So there are various what you call learning outcomes. Each learning outcome, if each topic they find out the knowledge bit, the understanding bit, the skills bit, and other bits. In the new curriculum, there's no more notes and content, but instead there are learning activities which are there, and then there is also assessment. So that one completes what you call triangulation. So this is in every book. So you'll find the syllabus, then you'll also find the textbooks, which are the prototypes. They will be there. These ones, they are mainly having what you call activities, which you are going to be doing. So when you do these activities, you will be able to understand and discover what the teachers want you to learn. So they will find an activity like in groups, discuss what common things are made up of chemicals. So you have to discuss. When you go back to school, even when you are doing online learning, be ready to discuss and share with your friends. Okay, so basically, the curriculum, the new curriculum, what you call curriculum documents. Those are the curriculum documents. We have what called the curriculum framework. Then we have what you call the rationale. The rationale is in the syllabus. Why do you study that subject? Why do you study physical education? Pillars. I've talked about the pillars of the new curriculum. I've been talking about them there. So you should be able to know the pillars of the new curriculum, the generic skills, the key learning outcomes, the cross-cutting issues, the values. Those are the pillars. Then the program plan is the outline of the topics, the learning outcomes, what you need to learn based on Cursiva. Cursiva is knowledge, understanding, skills, values, and attitudes. And then we have the learning assessment strategies. They are there. So we also have what called the learner's book, and then we also have the teacher's guide. The teacher's guide is for the teacher. It will be giving the teacher how the teacher is going to be teaching you and how he's going to be assessing you to make sure that you can be able to do good work. Okay, so so these are the pillars of the new curriculum: key learning outcomes, gender skills, values, and then attitudes. Okay, now maybe as I wind up, there is what you call the report card. How will your report card look like? Let me ask a question here. This is the very last thing. The report card. Who can tell me the difference between the report card for top nursery, middle class, and the report card for P7? What do you see as a difference? I know many of you were in nursery. If you look at your kids or your sisters in nursery, top class, baby class, and then your report card of P7. The one of P7, you are having subjects, mathematics, SST science, but the one of top class, you will see things like playing, reading, skills. They'll be looking at topical issues, and in the report card, they'll be writing that Anna can read and write. Anna is good at this. So the report card is going to be changing also. It is not going to be a lot about marks, but it is going to be about what you can do, the topics that you have learned, where you are having challenges. That's what's going to be on the report card in the new curriculum. And also, there is going to be marks. If you go back to this book, at the end of the book, they are going to be looking at what you call learning, whether you have passed. They'll be giving you levels 1, 2, 3, and then they will be drawing a table like this one. So this is the topic 1, and then I have the first learner, And then they will be saying a learner has got a 3 in drawing, in the topic 1, maybe drawing. Topic 2, the learner in singing. So they'll be looking at topics in a subject, in a particular subject. So these are, the marks are going to be in this form. They are not going to be marks of 80%, 90%. No. And these marks, these are known as scores, not marks. The scores are going to be sent to UNEB. They are going to be sent to UNEB, and they are going to constitute 20% at UNEB. Yeah, so these are the details you will be able to learn. These ones will be there in senior 4. For now, let me not go into them. I don't want to confuse you. So what you need to learn as your takeaway, learners, is the new curriculum is good. It has come to help you to be better, moving from the knowledge to knowledge based to skills and competencies. So that is going to be what we call the new curriculum for you. So I want to end here. I want to end here. I want to thank you very much for listening to me. Yeah. So I want to end here. Mr. Dumba.
Yes, Rogers.
Hey, in the time that is there, that is what I've managed to do.
Thank you so much.
But there was much. The new curriculum, we normally train teachers for a whole week. So there are more things there, activity of integration, many things. But we cannot cover everything in a day. So I want to end here for today. I want to thank each and everyone for listening to me.
Thank you so much, Rogers. Madam Drusilla, do you have anything, any communication for our learners?
Yes, Mr. Dumba. I want to give a vote of thanks to Mr. Rogers. Thank you very much for the details you've given us. Thank you for your time. And thank you so much for the support. May the good Lord immensely bless you. Now, our dear learners, thank you very much for coming through. We are meeting again tomorrow, same time. We have a math lesson. We're going to have a math teacher giving us a general overview of the new syllabus in the new mathematics curriculum. So we meet tomorrow, same time, 10 to 11:30. Please join our WhatsApp group on the numbers that are on your screen. Thank you very much, Mr. Dumba. That is all I can say for now. Mr. Dumba?
Yes, please. Yes. Thank you so much for your communication. I also want to make a few announcements. I want to emphasize this, please, learners. The official number of senior1.org is what is shared on the screen right now. It is an Airtel number, and that's where payments will be done. We have decided that for this first week, we first go through, the parents complained that we ambushed them and it was at short notice. So we decided that we allow our learners to attend this first week as the parents organize themselves. So payments will start on Monday. This particular training, which is going through December, we are charging 50,000 shillings. Tomorrow we are going to have a math lesson, and on Tuesday we shall have an English and literature lesson, and so on. And then it's all charged at only 50,000 shillings for the entire month. We shall be communicating with you in case of any other information. But if you want to join our WhatsApp groups, please inbox 0200 907 137. And then those who want to download the learners books, please, you visit our website, www.senior1.org, and then you'll find a section, you'll find the notice board. That's where we're going to put all our notices. the learners book. So please, learners, go to that website, go to the notice board and download the learners books that you are going to use throughout next year. We also want to inform learners that on Friday, we are going to have a guest who's going to take us through our career guidance session. And then those learners who have talents, please inbox us. If you are an artist, the musician, or an artist, the painter, or the one who draws with a pencil, any talent that you have, please share with us. We want to put you on our YouTube channel. We want to put you on our website. We want the world to see you at a young age. We want you to really show what you're made of. And then please share these links, share our website, and share our contacts with other kids in S1, such that they also benefit from this program. So as we wrap up, please, can we have any questions that we can answer? Any questions from learners? If you have any questions, please raise your hand.
Excuse me, sir.
Muganga Amon, I'm not hearing you clearly.
I would like to thank you, all of you.
Sorry?
I'm just thanking you.
Thanking us. Okay, any other question? Any other question that we haven't answered, please? We are also asking if there is anyone who is good at writing or anyone who wants to learn how to write. Please inbox us and we shall guide you. We want your articles posted on our website. So, Teacher Drusilla, is there anything else we have to show our learners today?
Maybe today I'll give you a tip for the learners that have just joined us and are worried whether our platform will get more people. I can only tell you that small beginnings make good endings. Please bear with us, keep joining us, and then inform others about the platform. We are here to serve you. We are your next generation classroom. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to tune in tomorrow again. We have a mathematics lesson at 10 a.m.
What I'd forgotten to inform them is that as a learner, if you're passing through difficult times, if you're having problems, emotional or psychological, Teacher Drusilla Nangoma is a counselor. She'll guide you through your issues. Please feel free to get in touch with her through our official number, which is 0200 907 137. It's an Airtel number. If you have any problem, family problems, academic problems, social problems, please feel free to engage Madam Drusilla Nangoma. I think we end our lesson here as we wait for Mr. Musamali Moses for tomorrow's lesson in math at 10 a.m. Thank you, everyone.
I think we shall have a closing prayer. We started with a prayer, Mr. Dumba.
Yes, please.
Yes, I request Chantal to pray for us. Chantal, kindly pray for us, if you don't mind. Is there no, okay.
Let us have ourselves for closing prayer. Almighty Father, I thank you for this day. I thank you for this people. I thank you for this lesson, O Lord Jesus Christ. I come to you and I'm thanking you for all the teachers. I'm thanking you for his life, for all his knowledge he has given us. And we thank this organization and we pray for it to go bigger and bigger and bigger. In your name, Jesus Christ, I know everything is possible. In your name we pray, amen.
Very much, Chantal. Have a beautiful day, people. May the good Lord guide every step of every direction of your hands. Amen. Tune in tomorrow. Bye.